Today I am going to explain you the another topic of the gas laws, that is relation of temperature and volume, okay, in gases with the help of Charles law. This relationship is seen easily when an inflated balloon, okay, is left in bright sun and it bursts. Obviously, this is because of the air inside the balloon expands with the rise in temperature. So, in general, an increase in temperature at constant pressure causes an increase in volume, and a decrease in temperature at constant pressure causes decrease in volume. Okay, so in 1787, Charles gave the relation between volume of the gas and temperature at constant pressure, and this relation further in 1808 was also verified by Gay-Lussac. Statement is like that: at constant pressure, the volume of certain mass of the dry gas is decreased or increased by 1 by 273 parts of its volume at 0 degrees centigrade for each degree in change in temperature. This I will show you with the help of mathematical expression. This relation is known as volume temperature relation for a gas. Okay, so you can see in the figure, very simple terms I want to explain it. This is to just a little bit thing to understand, but now it is very easy. You can see in the figure. So temperature we are taking in Kelvin in this case. So on the basis of our above relation, Charles Gay also said that the volume of definite mass of dry gas is directly proportional to its temperature when pressure is constant. You can see in the figure that they have in both the container, they are applying only 1 atm pressure. Okay, so on heating, what happened? When the substance will heat, means temperature increase, volume will also increase. Okay, and when temperature decrease on cooling, volume will also decrease of a definite mass of a dry gas. If volume of a definite mass of the dry gas is V1 and its temperature is T1, okay, and K is a we are taking K as a constant. So according to this law, we can say V1 upon T1 is equal to constant. If temperature increases to T2 and then volume expands to V2, as per the Charles law, it will be V2 upon T2 is equal to constant. Okay, so V1 upon T1 is equal to V2 upon T2. This is the formula for the Charles law. V1 upon T1 is equal to V2 upon T2. So mathematical expression I want to tell you for Charles law, that you can see. So this is a simple fact that I have told that at constant pressure, temperature of a certain mass of the gas is directly proportional to its volume. So proportionality sign, when you will remove, what happen? The K will become, so it will be V upon T is equal to K. So, but now see mathematical expression of the Charles law. Let's V not be the volume of the fixed mass of the gas at 0 degree centigrade, and let the V be its volume at temperature T degree centigrade at constant pressure. Then according to the Charles law, V is equal to V naught plus V naught upon 273 T, okay, where P is constant. Now V is equal to V naught 1 plus T by 273, and when you will take LCM for this, so you will get V is equal to V naught 273 capital T, because capital T is equal to, that is absolute temperature, is equal to 273 plus T. When you will set the equation, it will be V is equal to K into T, or you can write like V is directly proportional to T, or Vt is equal to K. And as I told, suppose a gas occupies V1 volume at temperature T1 and V2 at temperature T2, then by the Charles law you can explain like V1 is directly proportional to T1, so V1 is equal to KT1, so V1 upon T1 is equal to K. Same in the case of like V2 is directly proportional to T2, V2 is equal to KT2, or you can say V2 upon T2 is equal to K, and when you combine both the equation, it will be V1 upon T1 is equal to V2 upon T2. So this is about Charles law. Now graphical representation I want to show you. You can see in the graphs. So the graphical representation of Charles' law explains the nature of change of temperature and volume at constant pressure. So now temperature volume graph, you can see y on y-axis I have taken volume it has given in the figure, and on x-axis we have taken temperature. Okay, and as you know, Charles' law state V is directly proportional to T at constant pressure. So nature of the relation between volume and temperature on graph paper is shown by the straight line. Are you able to see over here? Okay, so when volume is less, so temperature is there, it is also less, and when volume will increase, or you can say when temperature increase, volume will also be increased. So on when temperature is in the minus, volume is also very less, and when temperature increase, volume will also increase. Okay, so this is about your Charles law. And when volume increases from V1 to V2 or V3, then temperature also increases from T1 to T2 or T3. Okay, and now after that I want to tell you absolute zero. What is absolute zero? Absolute zero is defined as a temperature at which molecular motion ceases. As per the Charles law, for decrease in each degree centigrade of temperature, volume also decreases by 1 upon 273 times of volume at 0 degree centigrade. So theoretically, minus 273 degrees centigrade of the temperature at which volume of the gas becomes 0. Therefore, this temperature is defined as a absolute zero. And this temperature is considered as a starting of the Kelvin scale. That is 0 degree Kelvin. Okay. That is 0 degree Kelvin. But thing is that, however, this is not possible because gas is one of the state of matter and hence must have some definite mass and volume. So the temperature minus 273 degrees centigrade is called absolute zero. All the gases liquefy or solidify before reaching this temperature. So theoretically, this is the lowest temperature that can ever be reached. At this temperature, all molecular motion ceases. However, practically speaking, this temperature is impossible to attain. Okay, so this is about your this video, and in my next video I will explain you the numerical based on this relation, that is V1 upon T1 is equal to V2 upon T2. Hope you understand. Take care. Bye bye.